All right, guys, we're back. Another week has gone by. I know it's crazy. Every week coming back, showing up with more content,
Right.
you
Yeah.
know, more podcast stuff.
Obviously.
Welcome to the show.
Cue the intro.
Cue the intro. Hello, guys, to Latin Brothers Podcast, also known as T.L.B.P. I'm Victor.
And I'm Adrian.
And we're back at it again with another not vlog. Even though we do have vlogs, and go check out the YouTube channel, subscribe, hit that
We didn't do one this week though.
Yeah, I know.
It was way too hot. It's honestly still too. It's honestly still too hot.
There was like heat warnings and stuff like that.
Yeah, we have the set lights on and we're really questioning ourselves. Honestly.
Yeah, it's hot in here.
It's really hot. It's not that it's hot it's just it's hot everywhere right now.
Yeah.
Europe is quite literally melting.
Yeah.
Other places around the world are going through extreme heat. If you don't believe in global warming, I think you better jump on the global warming bandwagon because now's the time.
Yeah.
Now's the chance where you can take it back.
For a lot of governments, this is like a wake up call.
Right. Yeah.
Like this is like actually a problem.
I think that I don't know. The more we go through intense heat and like just temperature in general, like it doesn't really help. And the same thing in the wintertime, like our winters are getting brutally cold.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what it is, but last 5-6 years, the cold in Canada is not how do I explain this for someone who's never lived cold? If someone's never lived winter, picture like
your coldest night
times like
no times two, because like depending where you are, the coldest temperature you can get is like -1. Right. So imagine, don't imagine that -1 times 2.
Right, because it doesn't work.
So
it's just -2.
Yeah. So imagine experiencing that coldness.
Also, and we're talking in Celsius. If you don't know why he said -1,
I think it's like 36 Fahrenheit 0.
I don't actually know the conversion because I've never had to do it.
Gosh,
I'm not American.
I can't believe us right now. We're embarrassing
we have a
ourselves.
friend who's really good at this. We're not experts. Okay, but yeah, that
32.
Did we cue the intro already?
Yes, we did.
I don't even remember doing it.
Oh, wow, you're not here today.
No, it's been a minute.
Yeah,
it's
32.
probably the
I said what, 36, or did I say 32?
I don't know.
I thought maybe I said 36.
Someone roll back the clip. Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, I know, but I got close. Either way, if I either got it right on the dot or I got really, really close.
I don't know. I don't. All I know is that we.
So imagine this: we get minus. What was I gonna say? We get up to -25 and up during winter time.
Right.
Right. So that would be -13 Fahrenheit for you guys.
Right.
So that's that. Well, for Americans, because let's be real here, pretty much everywhere else uses Celsius.
Yeah, I don't really know what's I don't know what's up with anyway. And they say it's simpler. No, it's not.
Like in Mexico, we use Celsius.
Yeah.
Like,
literally everywhere else uses Celsius. I don't know anybody who uses Fahrenheit.
Anybody want to know the Kelvin?
No, I don't care for the Kelvin. Okay, so here's the other thing.
So that in Kelvin.
So going back to our vlog problem.
Yeah.
So it was incredibly hot, and also we were supposed to get like a storm. So we were like, do we go out? What do we do? And we were thinking about it, and then no joke, someone we're about to like make a decision, and I get a text message from our fire being like, hey, yo, turn on the AC and try not to go out. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Like they were giving like heat warnings, like just don't go out. And I was like, I guess no vlog. And then my brother looks at me, he's like, I guess no vlog.
Yeah, I guess no vlog.
Like, and
the
studio space though was so hot.
Oh yeah.
We were not here like the whole day. It was like, because usually we're in here working, because like on the other side of the camera we have like desks and stuff where we usually like edit and stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, Victor Twitch streams from that desk.
Yeah.
So you've got like a better perspective of it.
Yeah,
and
check out the Twitch stream.
I do my recordings on that desk as well. So, but yeah, it is it's honestly crazy because it was just so hot in here. I couldn't do anything. And it also doesn't help that the computers give off a lot of heat
Oh yeah.
because we do rather intensive work on them. So it was not helping at all. And not to say there's not AC in here. It's just like it was just so hot. And then our fridge broke.
Oh yeah.
Like our fridge broke and it was so hot and we're like trying to figure out how to keep the food cold.
So we're like
Cool.
using like coolers, grabbing
Yeah.
the ice that was
Like,
already starting to melt. And
Right,
throwing
ice
it in there.
packs and all that stuff. Like we were just like trying to keep everything cool while also trying to. It was a whole thing. Anyway, it's been a week.
Definitely been a week.
Yeah. But what there was something I wanted to talk about specifically.
Thus our life.
What?
Thus our life.
That's our life. There's always stuff going on. I don't know. I feel people, especially during the podcast.
It's like this one guy.
People often think that this is hard. Like, how do you find something to talk about week to week? And
Yeah.
I'm like, well, it depends when you record, right? Because
Yeah.
if like you record at the beginning of the week, like usually, like
Nothing happens at the beginning of your
Right. It's
We're
always
gonna talk about last
It's
week.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah.
It's always Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And like the next couple of weeks actually, we're gonna be rather busy. So some of these may be pre-recorded.
Yeah. Some of these may be pre-recorded.
So if something like drastic happens and we upload and
we're like, we totally don't even talk
we
about
don't
it.
address it, that's why.
Yeah. Like,
'Cause,
thousands perished. And we're like, so I had a donut.
No, actually, we did have a donut.
Oh, yeah. We did have a donut yesterday.
Yeah.
I had the new Reese's peanut butter cheesecake.
Cheesecake. It was
It was okay. The filling could have had.
I mean,
improvement.
there are things with donuts. It's just.
I mean, we have the world's famous Tim Hortons. So.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I love how you like lagged. You're like, right. Like you had like a whole
I was going through
realization
thought.
moment.
Sometimes you just gotta go through thought. No, I think the more I don't know. I think the more variety is the problem. Like there's too many flavors. Like it's overwhelming. Like in the donut, like the cheesecake, I felt like it clashed with the peanut butter.
I felt like it was too much.
Yeah, right.
It's
There's
not,
too
it
much
wasn't
butter.
Even that.
There's
It
too
was-
much butter.
Huh?
There's too much butter.
What?
There's too much peanut butter and then the cheesecake butter. There was like butter in the cheesecake and there was butter in the peanut.
No.
So we're flowing with butter.
No. My issue was the cheesecake filling tasted was more acidic.
Acidic.
It was like sour.
Huh. It's probably because of all the sugar in the peanut butter.
No, that's not even it. That's not. I literally took apart, tasted the filling first.
See, we need to do these kinds of reviews. I need to film you eating.
You see, because like I analyze what I'm eating.
Well, like we've already done this where like there's a vlog I think where you eat a beaver tail
Yeah.
and like I make you like the thing too is like people don't know it, so when we were filming that like it was super crowded.
Yeah.
There was a huge line.
Yeah.
And there were like huge mosquitoes everywhere.
Yeah.
So you're like trying not to swat them away while doing that review.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I'm gonna eat it alive.
I
but for
got
the
bitten on
content.
my hand. Like mosquitoes were literally biting my hands because I was holding the camera.
I mean, like,
It's like
I already told you, bro. We could start doing Patin reviews in Ottawa.
that's an idea. We're thinking about it.
I mean, like, so y'all know where the best place is.
Although we both know where the best place is, and it ain't even in Ontario.
Yeah, it ain't even in Ontario. Don't
I'm not gonna lie.
Go to
That's
Montreal.
just the reality. That's just the reality. Well, it was invented over there, so you gotta respect where it comes from, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, they figured out how to do it better.
Of course.
I think that I wanted to talk about this. So the Teen Wolf movie trailer came out.
Oh, yes.
Okay, and a mutual friend of ours sent it to us.
Oh, yes.
So we were like,
okay,
we were both
all as a family sitting together. Okay,
Talking.
Imagine this: you're sitting with your family, people are talking. We were supposed to like watch something together, and then all of a sudden, our friend sends us this video.
right,
Right, and I watched it before you
right,
because
yeah,
I'm watching it already because you hadn't
Right.
checked your phone.
yeah.
And then I'm like, oh my gosh, and my mom's just kind of looking at me like, okay.
Yeah.
And then I just look at you. I'm like, bro. And then you're like, I'm already starting to watch it. I'm
Yeah. So like I'm
hyped.
watching the trailer and it's just like, oh my, this is like And mind you, there are a few things like obviously there's been a significant time jump
Oh
because
yeah.
everyone's aged obviously, but I think
I mean, when the show started, Tyler Posey was 18.
yeah he
Like
was.
he was baby.
No, he was not. He was younger.
No, he was 18.
He was
He
18.
was 18
Wow,
when
he
it started.
looked young at 18.
Oh yeah, he
He
definitely
like
looked young.
super baby
If you
face.
check out the Teen Wolf stories, I don't know if it's still available by this point. It's probably not. But at Comic-Con, he's like, we started the show. I was 18, and
It's crazy.
yeah.
That's nuts.
But Allison's alive.
I mean, that's like they've been dropping that. That's not even like a. Okay, so I was saying this. I
Also,
just hope that I just hope
Yes.
that they have like a legitimate good reason for her to come back. Like I don't want it to just be
I mean,
like
according
I
to
just-
Tyler, according to Tyler, it's every person you would never want to see again shoved into a movie.
wow. So here's the thing. So what, like I was saying, I was like, if they bring her back, like it can't just be like, oh, she's back, and we're just gonna ignore that she died.
Yeah.
Like I want there to be like some kind of lore or reason why she's back.
Yeah.
Because they've done that before, where like someone dies, or like or something specific happens to somebody, and then they come back. Like Peter
Oh yeah.
has been killed so many, like, or you think he's been killed
Yeah.
so many times, but he keeps coming back. You know,
Yeah.
like, so that's what I'm saying.
I mean, like season 1, and I'm giving a spoiler warning now, because like at this point, okay, so just to break it down, okay, Teen Wolf is a show about a group of teenagers who eventually become werewolves.
It's actually one
Except
guy. The
one
first
guy.
season is one guy.
It's one guy. Second season,
It's multiple.
it's multiple. Like you start seeing a lot more.
Yeah.
But it's basically about a teenager who becomes a werewolf. So many things happen that are that's supernatural related in the area of Beacon Hills where the story takes place. They basically have to like solve all these issues and problems that they're challenges that they're faced with. The main character's name is Scott, with his best friend Stiles Stilinski.
You just love saying his full name.
Yeah, just love saying Stiles Stilinski. Best comedy relief you'll ever see in your entire life.
Shame he's not gonna be in the film.
Yeah, I know. It's a shame it's not gonna.
Anyway.
Anyways,
you know.
why you gotta do me like that,
Bro, I'm just telling. Anyway, okay. So that's the premise of the show.
Yeah.
Now go watch it if you haven't.
Yeah.
But that's the whole thing. But I just hope that there's like a legitimate reason for her to like she can't just like, like appear. You know, it has to be like a legitimate reason. Watch it be like a flashback.
She's like, she's back. Oh my gosh, it was flashback. We're so donut.
They're just messing. It's like how
I mean,
it's like
funny.
it's like what the MC.
At Comic-Con, Tyler said, he's like, as soon as they announced it, he's like, I was ready.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of truck movement outside.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of like noise
he's like-
this
he's
whole
like-
episode. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's like, I was ready to like show up. He's like, you could have killed Scott off in like the first 30 seconds. He's like, and I would have been like, okay, but just let me be a part of this.
Yeah.
And the producer,
Right.
guess what he said at Comic-Con?
I don't know.
They're thinking about doing more.
Of course, they're thinking of doing more.
They're
Well, no, they have to
thinking
know. They have to
about
know
doing
how
more.
well it does. No, they want to
Like,
do.
It's
They're
in
doing a show.
consideration.
They're doing a show.
Yeah.
So the movie's gonna set up a spin-off show from the original.
Well, that hadn't been confirmed.
It has. They've been casting people like for weeks now.
Really?
They've been confirming castings.
Really? Should I get cast? I'm not ripped or jacked.
You should be like a police.
I'll
Police.
be a deputy.
A deputy.
Like, what's his name?
Yeah. That trailer bit. Yeah. I
Yeah.
saw that. I actually really like that. No,
Yeah.
but
I don't
we
know.
can't
how I
keep
feel
talking
about
about this.
it. I don't know.
It's
I'll
honestly.
be a deputy who becomes a
It's honestly like so many things in the show that are just like lining up, and honestly, it's strange. It's so nostalgic just to see it all like play out, but at the same time, I mean,
You know
I'm
what'd be
not.
really messed up is if I ended up in this show and they made me like since I'm Mexican, well, half Mexican.
chupacabra.
They make me part chupacabra.
The chupacabra.
They make me part chupacabra.
That'd
My
be
gosh,
fine.
that's terrible.
That'd be
I'd be like, the
hilarious.
legend's all wrong. We don't eat children.
No, it'd be funny because
That's so evil.
Tyler is also Mexican.
Yeah, I know.
He's
Yeah.
Latin American. At least I think he's half Mexican.
He's half something.
I can't remember.
He's half Latino. That's all I know.
That's all I know.
Or he's
No,
full
I
of
remember
it.
when the
Hold on.
show started.
Yeah.
Like this sudden like explosion of like girls liking Latinos suddenly
Oh yeah.
like occurred, and I was going through high school at the time, so you can imagine what that was like.
Yeah.
And they were like,
I mean,
so.
I found while I was watching it at school, people liked Styles more.
Yeah.
They just found him more because funny is attractive.
Well, okay, no, yeah, of course, but also like I mean, not to say that he's not an attractive male, he is, but it's one of those things,
No
right?
homo.
No, I mean, guys can say this. I don't see.
If you're comfortable with your straightness, you can admit Ryan Reynolds is hot.
You're just obsessed, bro.
I'm not obsessed. It's just a good-looking man.
I mean, do you know how many episodes we have where you've called him our national treasure?
He is our national treasure.
You can't keep saying that. The poor man.
Someone's gonna make a compilation.
His ears are probably ringing right now.
I know. He's like sneezing out of his mind.
He's like, what is this? Every Friday.
He's like, every Friday I sneeze like crazy.
What is going on?
What is going? Is there somebody who would like?
No, but honestly, they yeah, I just hope that movie does well.
Yeah.
And obviously, I mean,
yeah, I really hope they do it justice.
Right.
Because I don't want it to like start tarnishing the way everything was left off. You know what I mean?
Also, yeah, it was open ended.
Yeah.
The way, okay, for those who don't know, the show, like,
okay, but don't tell him. I'm not him. Yeah. I can't even talk.
Well, people know that the way that the show ended, obviously, there was room for the story to continue.
Yes, of course.
So it was an open ended ending.
Yes.
So we've just been sitting on like something for so long. But anyway, I think that the more we go about, I don't know. I think the more studios realize that fans of specific shows are willing to like get back into the show. Like look at iCarly. They're doing like a season 3.
Yeah, I know.
Like they brought it back, and it's already on season. Like I don't even understand like how that happened.
Yeah.
Like we started watching season 1. Is that right? Like I mean,
it was actually I actually enjoyed it more than I thought I would.
Yeah. Due
to Spencer.
Right.
Which is mainly the reason I was watching the show. Let's be real here.
Obviously.
Because he drives the show.
Right.
No, I'm kidding. But I don't know. I just there was adult content. There was adult content in that show.
I know. I mean, there were obviously.
I mean, quite literally.
Stuff like that where shows come back, right? And lately, it's been like the thing, the reboot.
Oh yeah.
Reboot is everything right now. They're bringing back really old things and doing sequels.
They're doing reunions. They're doing reboots. They're doing like movies for something that's already been.
Yeah.
Like they're coming back with so much stuff. Like last year, was it last year, the Friends reunion?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that happened, like, and everyone was just like, what?
Or was that 2020? I don't even remember.
I don't remember. Literally 2021, 2020, those years are so mixed in together that I just kind of throw a number in there.
You just kind of hope. You just hope you nail the year.
I hope I hit. Yeah. Is it? It's my life.
The start of a new decade and everything went out a window.
Well, you see, because you're inside. Right? So it's not like you were keeping track.
Well, obviously I was inside.
I mean, but also like it's not like I'm writing the date on top of a sheet of paper because I was doing school.
Well, I mean, obviously there are people who didn't respect that rule. There are people who like went like business as usual.
Okay.
But yeah,
we
don't talk about those people.
We don't talk about. Oh man, we're gonna get copyright.
Dang it, bro! I can't. I'm gonna have
Sorry, Bruno. Don't do it. Sorry, Bruno.
People were obsessed with that song.
Huh?
People were obsessed with that song.
No.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Definitely didn't hear it like.
What is it? The other one too, or like the girl who's like super strong? What's her song?
Yeah. I don't remember.
It's got like a little she's like almost rapping at one point in the song.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, that's not the point. For those who don't know that we're talking
Latino
about.
represent.
What's the name of that movie again?
Encanto.
There you go.
Honestly, I had been waiting for that movie for so long. Cause like I saw the trailer when it came out, like maybe 3 hours after it came out.
Wow.
So
I used to be like that with movie trailers.
No, I wasn't even trying to.
No, but okay, look, so I'm the one in that I guess I'm that family member who keeps track of like shows, movies, music. Like I'm the one who tracks everything for you guys. Like every now and then people are like, so when's this show coming out? I'm like, okay, well that's like in October, or
Yeah.
that's like, and they're like, how do you know all of this? And then
I don't question that.
I'm like, I just,
'Cause I know exactly how you know. 'Cause I can literally search it the way you do.
right, yeah.
But I just don't.
There's a
'Cause I know
there's a
you will.
wiki page. I don't know. I have it bookmarked somewhere, but there's a wiki page where someone posts like all the stuff airing once it's announced, and I just check that page periodically.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's that simple. Honestly, like, there's a lot of shows that have like we've been watching,
right.
and there's some shows that we just kind of put on the back burner, for
Right.
like a rainy day when we're like, okay, fine.
We
And it's not that the show is bad. That
and
we don't want to watch it.
we literally binged Miss Marvel.
Oh yeah, we did.
We like binged in 2 days. We finished the show. We literally watched episode 1 and then didn't bother for like
a
2
month.
weeks, 2
Oh, yeah,
weeks,
2
3 weeks, and then no, yeah, like a month, a solid month. The show ended. The week the show ended, I was like, okay, let's watch the whole thing now. So we watched 3 episodes. No, we watched 3 episodes, and then we watched another 3 episodes. No, the first day we watched 2 episodes, and then the second, because there's 6 episodes. So I think the last day we watched, I don't know.
I don't know, but we finished it pretty fast.
We finished the show. It was pretty good. I liked it. I mean, they did change a lot of like the origin story. Obviously,
but they stayed true to the character, I guess.
yeah, sort of. But it was good, I guess. Like, I mean, I liked how like the character. What is it? People are calling her the anti-Spider-Man. Because like from the get-go, like everybody knows.
Yeah.
Like even her friends know. Like just like from the get-go.
Yeah.
And Spider-Man's like, oh, I gotta put my mask on.
I gotta put my mask on. No one can know who I am. Just
Right.
ruining
He's like out here
everybody's
like
life.
trying to protect the family.
No, quite literally, his last movie, and Kamala just threw that out the window.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, if you were just honest and with your like close friends and stuff like
Yeah.
that, like this wouldn't just be an issue, my guy.
But he has his reasons, right? And like obviously, if you haven't seen the last Spider-Man movie, I mean, we shouldn't talk about this because that's such a good
okay,
movie.
spoiler warning.
No, we can't keep doing
I'm gonna
that.
spoil all the
We
movies.
cannot keep doing that. Okay, you know what?
Starting
We'll
with
be
Toby.
right back after this short intermission.
All right.
Hey guys, sorry I'm interrupting this video. I'm here to tell you to follow both our Instagrams and the podcast Instagram. Bro, what do you think about that?
Yeah, man, I approve this message.
And we're back.
Yes, we are.
We are back. We have I don't how long was that intermission?
I don't know, like
30 seconds, literally 30 seconds. We took a 30-second intermission just so I could reset the camera. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
It's in the same spot. I don't know if it's. I honestly feel like it's slightly off center if I'm being honest.
I don't know.
But what were we talking about?
You're talking about spoiling the entirety of Spider-Man.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah,
Starting with Toby. So here we go. It all started in the year 2009.
One.
Man.
You were up by like 8 years.
My brain.
No, I think it was 2001 or 2002. The first one came out.
Okay, it all started in the year 2001, just to be safe.
Actually, I think it was the year 2000.
It all started in a year.
Was it?
Okay, listen, we have Google.
No, it was 2001. It was 2001. It was 2001. I know it's 2001 because I remember. I was there.
Uh-huh.
I lived that. You weren't alive yet.
Uh-huh.
2001.
Was it 2001?
The very first Spider-Man movie? 2001.
Okay, 2001. It all started in the year 2001. Opening scene, spider webs everywhere. Title cards showing up, not really like a card.
That
but
really good theme song.
A really good theme song. People's names being thrown at you. And it starts with Peter Parker, the main character. You hear the audio voice, going in, being like, you know what? I'm not going to do this right now. Because it starts with him talking, and then it's like showing the bus, and then how the bus doesn't
He
wanna
wakes
stop.
up and he looks out his window and looks across to see his neighbor through the window.
Doesn't start like that.
Doesn't it?
No.
I can't, you know what? I'm gonna be honest. Oh yeah, it starts with the bus. Yeah, that's the morning after.
You don't think I know my movie?
It's not your movie. You weren't even alive
I
for the movie.
produced that movie, my brother.
It
It starts with this. It starts with like him running for the bus,
right.
and then Mary Jane Watson, the love interest, tells the bus driver to stop the bus, and then he gets on the bus, and it's just like,
and then what's his name trips him.
yeah, and this whole thing, and then people are like, don't sit with me and stuff like that, and then like people are telling him he's like a loser and stuff like that, yeah, and then he gets to
All right, sorry for that awkward cut. We were having technical difficulties.
yes,
Yeah. So we were talking about the movie, and there was a whole bunch of stuff. Obviously,
I've seen the movie so many times I could probably recite it.
you just like that one scene.
Which one? Oh, that one scene with Osborne being
Voted out
in
of
the
his
in the
company.
in the meeting with the
In
board.
the board meeting.
Yeah.
It's voted out of his company.
Yeah, and he's voted out of his company, and then he's like, "Well, you can't do this to me. I started this company."
Just know
And
the
then he
lines.
stares them down, and he's like, "Do you know how much I've sacrificed?" I don't know. I just love the scene because whenever I feel like my brother does me wrong, I'm like, "You can't do this to me."
Only because I tell you to do work.
I started this company.
You can't just throw that on me. Like,
No.
I think, especially because like there's so much. Like I'm doing like a lot of stuff now,
Yeah.
and for those who don't know, I'm on TikTok now.
Yeah, he's on TikTok now. Go
Not
check him
me
out.
per se, but like I'm throwing up like clips from Minecraft
Yeah,
up
his
there.
series.
I threw up one clip and it got like a lot of plays, and my follower count exploded. I don't know how that happened.
Yeah.
But it's like really really high. So yeah, there's that. It's linked somewhere, probably on my Instagram.
Yeah.
I don't know where.
Go click on all his links.
I mean the reel. I mean I made it into a reel, so it's on my Instagram as well.
Yep.
If you want to go see what it was that I uploaded, you can see it there. Yeah, take your pick. I'm gonna be uploading both to TikTok and to Instagram. So my Instagram is just gonna be a mess. Like it'll be like podcast related stuff, and then just like, hey, look at that sunset. Then like reel of Minecraft.
Yeah, that's quite literally what it'll be.
That'll be what it is. So let's all accept it.
Yeah.
That's the reality. That's what's gonna happen. So yeah. But yeah, it was fun. Honestly, I think I had so much fun editing that TikTok.
Oh yeah.
Like I was just trying to like time it right, and then the thing too is like
You use a very common audio for that.
Yeah.
So check it out. Definitely check it out.
yeah.
It's pretty good.
So yeah.
I don't know what to talk about. Last week we got really psychological with it. You know what I mean?
Oh my god! I know, at the end of the episode, we were like knee deep in it.
We were like, okay, so let's talk about the human brain. No, I'm kidding.
So this week we're gonna talk about human emotion.
So this week we're gonna talk about why you might be stupid.
No, that we can't say that. No,
How to realize if you're the dumb one in the group.
You can't be saying that. You cannot say that to people. No, I think
Step one, if you're considering the fact that you're the dumb one, you probably are.
if you have to ask yourself, I think you know the answer. I'm the smart
I'm
one.
kidding.
In the
I
group.
don't mean to insult anybody. If you are the no, I'm kidding.
What
Your
is it,
comedy podcast laugh.
No, what is it? I was reading this article that says that people resonate with like TV shows and movies
Yeah.
because they see things that they don't have.
Yeah.
And then I was like thinking about it, I'm like, everybody resonated with Friends so well. Does that mean like no one have friends?
No one's got real good friends.
No
like
one's
that.
got friends like that.
No, everybody wishes that their friend group, not that they don't have friends,
Yeah.
but their friend group will last as long and be as tight. You know what I mean?
Right, but you know what's funny? They all met each other in like their late 20s.
Okay.
Like the friend group initiates in the late 20s
No,
or their mid 20s.
not entirely.
Well, I mean, like it becomes like a proper friend. Like the first episode, they're all already done college. They're all already working.
They're all
already
work-
established
the only
individuals.
character that truly wasn't a part of the friend group
What's Phoebe?
was Rachel.
Right,
She showed up with the wedding dress.
right. No, but you get what I mean. No, but like I mean, like the formation of the because they already knew Rachel.
The longest
Like
the
everybody
longest,
everybody knew of each other
Yeah.
already, except for Phoebe. Like Phoebe has no past with any of them, but
I mean, with
Ross,
Ross.
Chandler, Monica.
she mugged Ross.
I mean, okay, but they didn't know
That's the only pass they had.
right. But like, it's not like You know, I was over for Thanksgiving, and Rachel and Chandler happened
Yeah,
to
so
be there.
the longest ongoing friendships,
Yeah,
well, kind of, because Rachel kind of disappeared for a time period with Monica and Ross.
right.
But there was the longest friendship was, well, obviously the siblings, right? Ross and Monica. And then when no, actually the longest friendship technically would have been Ross and Monica, then Rachel, because Chandler didn't show up till college.
Right.
And then Joey shows up when Chandler moves into the building
Right.
and Monica's living in the apartment,
Right.
and he looks for a person to live with. Phoebe shows up when? Where in the timeline does Phoebe become a friend?
She used to live with Monica. She was her roommate.
Oh yeah, she used to live with Monica as a roommate. Yeah, yeah. But we don't know the time frame for that.
Right. Okay. But that's not the point. Anyway, the point is that
That's so weird.
like a lot of everyone's like a fully fledged human,
Oh yeah,
and teenagers are obsessed with this show,
yeah.
hoping to find that when they're not even fully fledged humans
I know.
yet.
Everybody hopes everybody kisses everybody and stays together forever.
Right. Like, but that's like, I mean, I don't have a friend. I don't have a group of friends like that.
Yeah.
Or like I mean, I have friends, but like not like that.
Yeah.
I don't have people like that just like casually can walk into
See,
my house.
I don't have a friend that has an apartment I can just go,
Right,
you
just
know,
hang
be
out
like,
with.
be like, what's up?
You know, but no, but I mean, like, it's not that's the case. I mean, like, also like, mind you, the late '90s was
Different era.
30 years ago. It was a different time.
Now, if you want to hang out with your friends, there's so many different ways you can do it without actually having to even be in the same room.
Right, yeah. And
Right.
nowadays, like me and one of my friends, we've had him on the podcast.
Yeah.
Like we'll game every so. Actually, I haven't gamed with him in like 3 weeks, but
Yeah,
like
you should.
we'll
Yeah.
when we do game, like where he's at his place, I'm at my place, and like we'll spend like 4 hours gaming together,
Yeah.
and like we'll talk about everything from like political views to like how we've been
Yeah.
to like deep insights on whether or not he's gonna buy a house or not. Like, not that I'm calling you out, bro, but like, no, but it is one of those things where you often, sorry, I hit the microphone, where you know, as you get older, the conversation changes, right?
Yeah.
It turns into like, if, what is it? It's like that old saying, if you're in your mid-20s and your friends are talking about buying a house or investing in some kind of stock, get a new group of friends.
I mean, I guess.
No, because those are the people who are looking for the future, right?
Yeah.
People who aren't talking about that are living in the moment, and they're not planning for anything.
Oh yeah.
Like, they could die tomorrow and they'd be
I
aight.
mean, or better yet, try to keep those people as your friends, because it's good to have friends that know how to aspire for their goals.
Right, of course. No,
Because then
no, but
when
honestly,
you
you
start
should
working on
always try to be around goal-driven people,
yeah.
because
But-
those are the people that help motivate you. Like, because honestly,
And if you're a goal-driven person, be very prepared to lose some friends.
oh yeah, for
As
sure.
and it's, don't think of it as a sacrifice. It's just their aspirations don't align with yours, and sometimes they drag you down.
Right, yeah, and that's also a very big issue.
Yeah.
Like, I remember when I was in high school,
Yeah.
a lot of people okay, not to say that we were all close.
A lot of people. I love how you started with a lot of people.
Yeah, because I can't say they're my friends. 'Cause, I mean, we knew of each
An
other. Okay?
acquaintance.
We were acquaintances. I mean, I guess I could say we were friends for like a semester.
So acquaintance.
Acquaintances. So a lot of the people who went to school with me, they a few of them, actually a lot of them, ended up didn't finishing their career,
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't because like they weren't able to or whatever. It was just they didn't end up liking what they had chosen, so they went down another rabbit hole, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in my case, I stuck with it.
Yeah.
And I finished my career, right? And running into those people nowadays, I've mentioned this many times probably by now, but it's always interesting to see the reaction, because I was never the goal-driven student in high school.
Yeah.
Like, I was not like this at all. Like, nowadays, oh my God, I do so many things while I don't even have a proper job yet, and I feel like I already have a job.
See, like the thing is, like, when you're, I found like, and I've spoken about this before, like,
Yeah.
like when we talked about disabilities and stuff like that,
Yeah.
of how like I didn't feel awake,
Uh-huh.
like conscious
Yeah.
of what I had to be doing in school,
Right.
and it's not that like no one truly tells you, right?
Yeah.
You're like, you got to go to school, you know, you got to listen to the teacher,
Right.
but your parents never tell you you're going, well, almost never tell you you're going there to learn,
Right.
right? And if they do tell you to learn that you're going there to learn, you don't know why you're learning,
Yeah.
right? Like that's what I find to somewhat be an issue. Like hopefully when I'm a parent, I don't forget to do that.
Yeah. No.
Like I
no,
want
because
like if
no,
I
there are
told,
those students who literally go to school just to hang out with their friends.
yeah, and that's what they think school's about,
Yeah.
right? When from like kindergarten all the way to like grade 5.
Yeah. Just there to hang out with your
You're
friends.
just there to hang out with your friends. That's quite literally the mentality. I'm going to school, messing around whenever the teacher
I don't
tells
care about
me.
anything.
I don't care about anything 'cause I don't know actually why I'm here.
Exactly.
And then all of a sudden you get to grade 6, you know, you can start getting some changes.
Yeah. They start evaluating
You
your
start
ability
evaluating.
to learn.
Yeah, you start formulating opinions on stuff properly,
Yeah.
and then you realize, I think I'm going to school because of this.
Right. Yeah.
Or you still ignore it.
right.
You still ignore the reason that why you're going to school is to learn.
Right. I used to. Okay. So I used to get into this. I used to get into trouble a lot for this. So not that I get in trouble. I just get told not to do this. So
Yeah.
when I was in grade 8, it's usually around that time where you discover the opposite gender.
Yeah.
And you're like, hey, look, there's another person in the room.
Yeah.
But I remember I used to get. My grade 8 teacher would always be like, Adrian, stop flirting with everybody. I'm like, what? she'd always be calling me out on it because I would spend more time flirting with the girl, like with specific girls, than actually doing work.
Oh my God.
And she was like, Adrian, you gotta stop. And then I'm like, I remember this one time I had a conversation with her. I'm like, well, okay. And she's like, that's not. No, I need you to stop and focus on like your
See,
studies.
like the problem is like when you hit that point where like you start noticing girls,
Yeah.
right? Or
especially as a male.
or as a girl noticing guys.
Yeah.
Boys will go one of two ways.
Yeah.
Right? Become the flirt,
Yeah.
right? And flirt with everybody, which is
Right.
kind of what you did.
Right.
A little bit.
Sort
Not
of.
entirely.
Not entirely.
Or you'll be that quiet person who keeps to themselves about the fact that they like someone. Right? Or when they do talk to that person, mildly flirt.
Right.
Which is probably more lines of what you were. So
Whatever.
you're either a full out
It's
flirt
complicated.
or you're an occasional flirter.
Right. Whatever that means.
Whatever that means. Yeah, exactly. But like I found for me, how was it for me? I found myself, I'm just a flirt. Let's just be real here.
Well, like no, like I mean, but we all have those friendships where like
yeah.
like I mean, not to say that it's not wrong, but I mean, I used to have a lot of friendships where like we would always be flirting with each other.
Yeah.
But we knew like nothing was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like it was like a mutual agreement that we're gonna flirt with each other, but like, and obviously this is like an unspoken contract.
Yeah.
Like everybody be like, whoa, you guys like are like really touchy feely, but like
y'all are touchy feely, or y'all hang out like a lot, like
Yeah.
there's something going on there.
Yeah.
And then you're like, no,
nah, we're just friends.
we're just really good friends.
Yeah, and people always like be so confused by it, but I'm like, nah, man, and that's the thing, right?
I mean, but it also depends, and I'm gonna say this: it depends on the guy,
right? Yeah,
and it's rare that it depends on the girl, because if the girl wants to initiate something, she can literally just kiss the guy, or like literally be like, "I want to date you," and the guy will probably just melt into her hands. Let's be
Right.
real here.
95%.
95% of the time, right?
Right.
And that's what will happen.
Right.
So that's why I'm saying it's mainly
But like,
the guy.
and it's also rare where like the situation happens where the girl does do that.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, I don't want to ruin the friendship.
yeah.
You know, like the amount of times that's happened to me.
Oh,
where
yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to ruin the friendship, and you're just like, and then the girl looks at you and she goes, what? And I go, yeah, I don't want to ruin the friendship. And she goes, what? I'm like, I value the friendship too much.
Yeah.
To like, and obviously, and there
And
are
then
people.
there's those girls
No,
who
but
are
there are
like-
also
yeah.
people who I've had that conversation with
Yeah.
from the get go. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, we're gonna be great friends.
Yeah.
I look at you like, what? I'm like, yeah, we're gonna be great friends, and they go,
Yeah.
okay.
And the fact that you say we're gonna be like great friends, right? You there's no like innuendo behind.
Right. I'm setting boundaries.
Because like if you say we're gonna be great friends,
Yeah.
right? It's like a subliminal message of like, oh, he's looking for someone else as well.
Right.
But the fact that you just say it bluntly, we're gonna be great friends.
Yeah.
Like everything is the way you deliver.
Yeah. Also, like, there's also, but there's also can have the opposite effect sometimes.
Yeah.
Because depending on who you say it to, especially when it comes to girls, I've noticed that if you say that, suddenly you're like that object they can't have.
Yeah.
Because you put it out there that
Yeah.
that they can't have you, and then suddenly it's like, well, but now I want it.
Yeah, I know.
It's like when you tell a kid not to have a chocolate,
Yeah.
but now all they can think about is that chocolate.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, and I don't know why this happens,
It's because people want what they can't have.
Right, and I'm just trying to set boundaries. Like that's all I was like. I remember in high school, I would not.
I'd just rather not put myself in a way where I'm just like, because I've said we're gonna be great friends, and I've said it like that.
Yeah.
But I say it so fast,
Right?
Because I don't even want them to second guess, like the fact that. Oh wait, so he's not looking for something. I don't even let them think about that. I just keep going.
Right. Yeah. I know. Honestly, like I have done a lot of like when I remember. Oh man, this is like. You don't understand. Pulling high school memories is so hard for me. Like now, because it's been
like
so long.
A year ago from
2 years.
2 years ago from.
I'm like looking at 8 years, my guy.
Yeah.
So like, and some of these like going further back now, it's even further. Some of them are like 12 now.
Yeah.
So, but I remember when I was grade 10, 11, 12, I wouldn't let people hug me unless like only specific people.
Yeah.
Especially when it came to girls, like I wouldn't let but specific girls hug me, and rarely any guy ever hugs you. Like I mean, because like,
I mean, unless it's your best friend and it's like the shoulder hug,
sidearm,
like,
side hug.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. But other than that, like I wouldn't let anybody, right?
Yeah.
And I remember my this one girl, she like walks up to me, and the reaction I had was like probably like totally wrong. Like I read like, "Whoa, what are you doing?" And she's like, "Oh, she's gonna give you a hug." I'm like, no. And she just like turns like, she's like, "Why not?" And then I'm like, and then this another friend of mine who she knew my stance.
Yeah.
She's like, "He doesn't really hug anybody." And the other girl was just like, what? And then she goes, "Yeah, he doesn't really hug anybody." And then and then the other girl, but the other girl felt like she looked offended. Yeah. And I was like, "Look, it's not that I like to keep myself to me."
Yeah, I like to keep myself to
like
me.
I remember, I don't think I said
myself
exactly
and
like
I.
I'm pretty
hug self.
I'm pretty sure I didn't say it like that, but that's what I was trying to like. I was trying to like explain that it's
Again,
not you.
everything's delivery.
Well, no, I know, but I was like, it's not you, it's me. Like I was breaking up with this person,
Yeah.
but it's one of those situations where, especially as a teenager,
oh yeah,
a lot of teenagers don't understand.
Oh yeah.
Like they don't understand, and I'm like, and look, and also like, hugging someone is one thing.
Yeah.
But then there's the way you hug.
Yeah.
Like, because there are females who, when they hug you,
yeah,
like they put their whole body on you.
Yeah.
Like, and then there's the other hug where it's like, like we both lean forward a little bit.
Yeah.
Right.
See, because it's also like dependent on hand placement and body placement. It's all hand placement and body placement, because if you feel absolutely comfortable with a person,
right,
you'll give them the full hug.
Right.
But if you're like somewhat not comfortable with the hug, you'll give like that awkward hug, like where it's like your arms are fully around, or like a distant hug where like your hands kind of like on the waist of the person, where like, I don't want you to like push yourself against me because I feel like that's what you're gonna try to do.
What is it? I remember with there's a group of friends of mine. They always used to joke. I used to give like they call it the star hug.
Yeah.
Or like one arm up and one arm below,
Yeah.
like so you're hugging like this.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Why?" And then I'm like, "Because with this hand I can keep you like at a distance, and with this hand I can pull you close if I want to." Right. So it's like I can balance it out. Right.
I mean, dependent on the person.
Right.
Like is how I'd hug them, is because like the way they go for the hug, right?
Right.
Because
yeah.
if they go start, I'm going start.
Yeah.
If they go, if they go for like that, okay, then that's what we're gonna go for.
Yeah.
I don't dictate how the hug outcome comes out, right?
You don't dictate. You just follow the flow.
I just follow the flow and hibernate it and migrate it to something else.
I like how we got into the intricacies of hugging.
Oh my gosh. People are thinking, I know if there's people that are listening to this, they're going to be thinking
Yeah,
about
I know. There are people who went to high school with me, and if they hear this, they're going to be like, oh my gosh.
I've literally hugged somebody in front of somebody else.
Yeah.
And then they're just like, "You do hugs?" And I'm just like, "What have I just done? What did I just do?"
I've had moments where I look back at certain things and be like, "Man, like," and obviously, like now as like an adult, I'm like, man, you don't know what's going on.
Like, I still don't know what's going on.
I mean, you could go like for the next like once you turn like 15, you don't know what's going on for like the next I'm gonna say like 7 years.
Bro, it's like walking around with tinted like vision.
Yeah.
That's literally what it is.
'Cause you don't see the big picture.
Yeah.
Like, especially in high school.
Yeah.
You don't see the big picture.
See, not unless you're a floater.
Because you were.
No, I kind of was. But
I mean, so was I. So like,
I know if you don't know what a floater is, it's like a term we kind of invented. It's when you don't have a designated group of people you always hang out with, and you just kind of float around with like every other group.
So everybody knows you, but like they don't know you that
close.
well.
They don't know you
But
close.
somehow you're the one that they run to for advice.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
I don't understand. I remember this one time I was talking with this girl, and her friend came to ask. Okay, so I'm gonna tell a story real quick, and I probably shouldn't, but I'm gonna tell it anyway. So this one time, this girl came up to me. She's like,
I
hey,
better not get any litigations coming out.
No. So I'm hanging with this girl, right? And her friend is with her, and she's like, hey, so I started dating this guy. I'm like, okay. And she's like, he's not that good of a kisser. And I like,
See,
look, she turns, looks at me, and I go, okay, well, for stars, I'm like, I'm not exactly the one to be asking this question to. And she goes, what do you suggest? And I'm like, I just said how. I'm like, look, okay, learning to kiss is a skill you learn, and that takes time.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you're
no one's born an amazing kisser.
No, right, but if this is his first relationship, like that's what I tell him. Like, if you're his first girlfriend, then that makes sense.
Yeah.
But if you're not, that's a failure on the previous girlfriend.
Yeah.
Because she clearly never
never
it.
knew how
Or
to kiss
she
either.
was also new to it.
Yeah.
And was figuring it out at the same time, right? So it was one of those, like, and she just turns, looks at me, she goes, how do you know all this? And then I'm like,
there's like 3 different forms of kiss.
okay, well, we're not gonna explain the kiss because that's just too complicated. But
like the main point.
But what I was getting at is this, right? So I barely knew this girl.
Yeah.
And after this conversation, we became really, really close. Like, I mean, like, I got invited to like a birthday or something like that. I can't remember, but it's the whole thing. But I remember, like, I kind of became a part of that group of friends. Like, they were all like a year younger than me, and like I would hang out with them a lot. And they were like kind of like not the outcasts, but like that, you know, that group where like it's like a mixture of just like everybody.
Yeah.
Like there's a dancer, there's a drama kid, there's an art kid, there's like a band kid, there's like that group where it's like just like a mess.
Steve.
There was that one workout guy who was addicted to working out.
Yeah.
Like that was that group.
Yeah.
And I started hanging out with this group of people. Like, and there was this one, like, there were, not to say like, but one person everybody called a weirdo, but they weren't actually weird. They were just eccentric. You know, it was
eccentric.
Like, it's just, no, it's true. It's just, that's what it is. Right. And like, you get to know all these people, and like, you see the different like viewpoints and stuff. And that friend group changed me as a person, and they don't even know that. Like, as a person, I developed so much. Like, I'll think back to conversations I've had with that friend group and be like, wow, like that affected me like years, like many years after the fact. And I don't know if that happened to them, but to me, it, like, there are still things I think about that I said or they said to me that just like, whoa.
I mean, again, so if you're a floater, right, you not to say that you don't have tinted windows. You technically do. They're just not as heavily tinted as the rest. Because you don't fully see the picture until you're out of high school.
Right. On that note, let's wrap up.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So this has been Two Latin Brothers Podcast. It's a podcast where it's about two Latin brothers who talk about life and things that they do, things that they've explored, things that they've watched, things that they've seen, all with good comedy. Talk about politics sometimes, you know. Go check out all the other stuff we have. Check out the vlogs, check out the React Mondays, check out my Twitch stream on Tuesdays, check out his Minecraft videos on his
Thursdays.
YouTube channel on Thursdays.
Or whenever you want, really, because they're videos.
Yeah, because they're videos. Check out all our stuff. You know, hit that bell notification. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Bye.